99% of AI solo business ideas you see online are a complete waste of time. I know this because I've tested pretty much every kind of AI business on my million subscribers channel. I've been lucky enough to have generated over $6 million from these businesses, and I've seen real world results from over 90,000 AI solo founders in my community. So I know exactly what actually works in real life and what's just gonna take time, energy, and money from you without giving you much in return. And in this video, I'm gonna give you my completely honest, no BS ranking of these business models so you know exactly what to focus on. To keep this ranking fair and grounded in reality, I'm gonna be ranking each of these solo AI businesses on a 50-point scale based on these 5 things. First is upfront cost. How much do you actually need to throw in before you see a single dollar back? Second is income limit. How much can you realistically earn from this if you stick with it long enough? Third is client dependency. Do you actually have to constantly find new clients, or can the money come in more passively? Fourth is skill stack. Like, how valuable are the skills you pick along the way, and can you carry them into other projects later? And finally, beginner friendliness. How easy it is to start this without any experience, any audience, or any tech background. I'll be ranking each of these on a tier list from S for super all the way down to F for fail. And in the end, you'll see exactly which ones are worth your time and which ones you should run away from. Let's get into it. The first one is AI agent development. So this is where you build custom AI agents for businesses. Think things like a chief of staff agent that manages someone's email and calendar, or sales bots or operational bots that supposedly run a whole company on autopilot. And you've probably seen a lot of people hyping this up as the new big thing. The problem is that most of the people selling courses on this stuff have never actually built any working AI agents that consistently pay the bills. The reality, from my experience, is way uglier than what most people share online. First of all, building these AI agents is incredibly hard. You actually need real coding skills. You need to know how to chain models together. So you need to know how to handle errors when AI hallucinates, and you need to babysit these things constantly because they break all the time. The second some model gets updated, everything you built breaks, and now you have to spend the whole weekend fixing it over and over again for free. And I have friends in this space who lost a lot of money selling these services. They land the sale somehow, but eventually they end up losing money on API costs and all the other costs that come along the way. Now, some people don't have any problems with that, but here we're specifically talking about one-person businesses, and most businesses will not trust a one-person operator to build an AI agent that's gonna run the whole operation for them. Most of them would rather wait 6 months and pay a real software company than trust their email and customer data to some guy who learned this from a YouTube video last month. And I mean, even once you land the client somehow, you're on the hook forever. Every time something breaks, every time they want a new feature, every time the model updates, there goes your weekend. So the upfront cost is very high, the technical barrier is sky high, and the client dependency is brutal because these things need constant maintenance. So for most people watching this, AI agent development is straight up F tier. I almost fell for it as well, and the gurus are selling us a dream that actually requires 5 years of engineering experience to really work out properly. Number 2, AI automation agency. So this is where you build automations for businesses using tools like Make.com, N8N, and Zapier connected to AI models. This one requires way lower barrier to entry than building and deploying actual AI agents inside of businesses, and you've probably seen a bunch of people speaking about this for the last few months here on YouTube. Now, actually, the biggest complaint that I heard from people doing this inside my community is that client work really never ends once you build these automations. You sign up a small business and they start paying you, but then they start messaging you at night asking for different requests because some random thing in the automation broke, and they break all of the time. Then you have to deal with onboarding calls, refunds, chasing invoices, and clients who don't even understand what you built for them. The market is also way more saturated than most people think. There are tens of thousands of people offering same automation services on platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and similar, and sometimes you're competing with someone in a third world country who's gonna do something for $300 and you're trying to charge $3,000 for the same service. From my opinion, a one-person business that requires plenty of clients and you chasing clients every single month is more of a new stressful job than a business. You have a boss now, like you have 10 bosses and they all have your phone number. Though the skills you learn along the way are very decent though. Knowing automation tools is very useful, but the lifestyle of constantly dealing with clients and putting out fires, I don't think that's the reason most most people sign up for building a business. I think most people love the freedom of doing whatever they want, whenever they want, and this is not gonna give it to you. So I'd put the AI automation agency in D tier. It can pay the bills if you grind hard, it gives you decent skills, but constantly working and dealing with clients is just not ideal. Alright, next we've got AI influencer. This is where you use AI image and video tools to create a fictional character with a personality and a storyline. Then you grow their social media with funny and interesting content, and once you have an audience, you can sell digital products or let brands pay you for shoutouts. You've probably seen these types of accounts that keep showing up on everyone's feed. I mean, the skills you pick up here are actually really good because getting deep into AI video and image generation right now puts you ahead of 99% of people. The challenge though is that this whole thing depends on you being creative or funny or having a really sharp eye for what makes people laugh and share or get views on social media. And that instinct is not something you can just copy from a tutorial. The other issue is that even when you build an audience, brand deals are not really consistent. One month you might land a $5,000 brand deal, but the next month you have to look for a new one. So the income can be real, but sometimes it's lumpy, it goes up and down. Still, the upfront cost is almost zero, you don't need clients in the traditional sense, and the skill stack is solid. So I'm gonna put AI influencers in B tier. Good potential if you're naturally creative, but not for everyone. Next, we have selling AI ebooks built with tools like Claude. So this is where you use AI to write short ebooks on a niche topic and then sell them either on your own site or on platforms like Amazon. And they're actually real success stories from people who managed to make six figures selling these sort of AI ebooks. But here's why it's not really sustainable for most people today if you look at it logically. I mean, the market is flooded. Since AI made writing almost free, the number of ebooks being published every single day is insane. And just imagine how many bros sit in their basements and have automations set up to pump out hundreds of books on a daily basis completely with AI, and you're gonna compete with them just by coming over and writing one book manually with ChatGPT. Amazon is full of low quality AI books that look identical and customers are getting wise to it. I mean, don't think that people are not gonna leave reviews saying that this is AI slop, but just one of these reviews can ruin the listing forever. The other thing is that ebook is a one-time sale and usually a very low sale. You can sell it for 20-30 bucks and then you have to sell it thousands of times to actually build a decent business. And then to actually sell these ebooks, you still need traffic, which is fine. I mean, the profit margins are almost 100% because you create ebook once and you can sell it again and again technically. But without an audience or paid ads, your ebook just kind of sits there. So you end up either spending money on Facebook ads that may or may not work, or you spend years building an audience anyway, which means you should have just gone straight to building the audience in the first place. So selling AI ebooks gets a C tier from me. Yep, real money can be made there, but it's not really as passive as most people make it out to be. Next, we have faceless AI YouTube. This is where you build a YouTube channel where you never show your face. You use AI tools like Claude, Solo, and Gemini to research, write scripts, generate voiceovers, create visuals, and edit videos. The channel grows on autopilot and you make money from ad revenue, affiliate deals, promoting your digital products in the description. You don't need to chase clients or get on meetings at all with anyone. You can just run it completely solo. I recently started this brand new channel from scratch with 0 subscribers, and the channel is now doing 27 grand a month just from YouTube ad revenue alone. I don't need to sell anything, and that's not counting any sponsorships or digital products that I'm gonna plug into it. I mean, the thing that I like the most is that I don't need clients or customers from it. I don't need to build any products or websites. You can just make videos with AI on stuff that you are interested in, stuff that you like, and then you get paid every month based on how many views you get. And I have a list of over 1,000 channels that started 20 to 60 days ago that are now making between $5,000 and $50,000 a month. I mean, just look at this list over here on almost any topic imaginable, and none of them are showing their face on camera. Hundreds of people in my community are sharing their results as well. The skills you build along the way are insanely valuable as well. You learn storytelling, you learn how AI video tools actually work, you learn how to research with AI, you learn AI design, you learn what makes people click and watch. And those skills carry carry on into anything else that you want to do later or anywhere else. Another thing nobody really talks about is how many other doors YouTube opens for you. I mean, once you learn how to grow a YouTube channel, you can use it to promote your other services and offers and digital products, anything else that you want to build in the future. I mean, that's how I'm promoting my agencies and platforms and software. And if for some reason you decide you don't even want to run your own channel anymore, there's many big creators that are now hiring YouTube managers for $200,000 a year because they desperately need people who actually understand this stuff. So even in a worst case scenario, you have a skill that pays top 1% salary. And faceless YouTube only gets better as more AI tools and newer AI models come out because you're using AI as leverage and you're not being the one selling it. The upfront cost is basically zero if you use tools like Claude and similar. The income ceiling is essentially unlimited. It can take time to build a profitable channel, though there are plenty of them that started less than 30 days ago and are already very successful even from their first upload. There are faceless channels doing 7 figures a year run by one person. So without a doubt, this is S tier and it's the one I'd bet on for the next 5 to 10 years. Next up is selling PDF guides and digital products built with Claude. This is where you create things like templates, prompt packs, mini courses, checklists, and short guides on a specific topic and then sell them as digital downloads. The reason this works well is because once you create the product, you can sell it as a downloadable file over and over again forever. The catch is that this only works really well if you have some social media presence where you can promote these digital products. I mean, that could be a small Instagram account, TikTok page, faceless YouTube channel, or a Twitter account with only a few thousand followers. For example, some people are using these AI influencers to sell their digital products. We can see them linked here. They're selling ebooks and guides for like 23 bucks. As long as you have somewhere to point traffic, this is OP. I mean, the skill stack is also solid. You learn how to package knowledge, write sales copy, build simple landing pages, and figure out what people actually pay for. It's also a perfect thing to combine with your faceless YouTube channel. We can see plenty of people doing that. Not only are they monetizing this with ad revenue, but they're using faceless AI channels to also sell guides. So if you have an audience or any willingness to build one, this is a strong A-tier business. Next one-person business is vibe coding. This is where you use AI tools like Lovable, Bolt, and Cursor to build websites or simple apps for clients without writing the code yourself. And this, in my opinion, is one of the most overhyped businesses right now. Because what nobody tells you is the main reason why vibe coding is being pushed so much is because people pushing it are high affiliates for these offers and tools that allow you to vibe code on them. They make money when you sign up for Lovable using their link. They make money when you sign up for Lovable or any other tool they're pumping when you use their link. Vibe coding can work great for like 80% of the project. I mean, you can throw together a landing page or a basic dashboard and it can look impressive, but the second you want to build something real with like real users coming in and stress testing the platform, it will start failing. So you either need to actually learn coding to fix things yourself, or you need to hire an actual developer to go in and fix stuff for you. Either way, your margins can be eaten alive, and it doesn't sound beginner friendly to me. The barrier to entry is so low that you're technically training your competition on what they should build every time you build something simple. So vibe coding is a C-tier business for me. It's fun to learn the skill, and it can genuinely be fun to just sit around and like speak apps into existence, but they're not actually going to produce incredible results. I think people online are massively overselling this one. Next up is AI voice agents. This is where you build phone agents that answer calls for law firms, dentists, any place where there's appointments. The idea is that you replace a receptionist and charge a few $100 to $1,000 a month per business. The income potential is real, but I think the work is brutal. You're essentially running an automation agency with phones, which means you have all the same client headaches plus the added stress of when the agent says something wrong on a real customer call. Reputation is everything in local businesses, and if your AI bot says something wrong, I think you're in real trouble with your clients. The technical setup, at least for me, was way more complex than what most people described online, even when I followed tutorial. It was not easy. You get these telephone integrations, call routing, and real-time response handling. So I'm gonna have to put voice agents in B tier. I mean, there's real chance to make a lot of money because not a lot of people are doing this at the moment, but it's not super beginner friendly. Next is AI print on demand. This is where you create AI designs for t-shirts, mugs, mugs and posters and then sell them on platforms like Etsy or Printify. Now, the platforms are actually starting to crack down on these AI designs, and even if your AI design gets through, you're competing with millions of similar AI designs. Finding a winning design can take pretty much the same effort as grinding dropshipping, which means a ton of testing and a ton of failed designs as well. You also probably need to spend thousands of dollars in paid ads in order to get some traction. So the autopilot dream might be real for 0.1% of the sellers, but the path to get there is insane. So print on demand is C tier for me. Next up is AI for personal brand ghostwriting. More and more people are realizing the power of personal branding, so being their ghostwriter means writing their LinkedIn posts, tweets, and content for executives and founders who want presence on social media, just don't understand the landscape or don't have time to do that themselves. I mean, the skill of writing in someone else's voice is genuinely valuable, and AI can help you do it much faster if you use it correctly. I mean, the only downside I would think of is the fact that you still have to deal with clients, which is not ideal for a one-person business. So I'm gonna have to put ghostwriting in B tier. The next one I want to add to this list is selling AI prompt packs and prompt libraries. This is where you create a curated library of prompts for specific use cases, like real estate marketing for YouTube scripts, and then you can just sell one-time access to these prompt packs. This is pretty cool. You won't make a lot of money doing this. It's a decent one-person business or one-person side hustle. The only problem I could think of is that the prompts can be commoditized. They can get screenshotted and shared all over the place for free, and you can't really control that. Plus, I think the AI models are getting so smart right now that you don't even need any fancy prompts to get decent results. And they're only gonna get smarter, and prompts can get shorter and more simpler. So people are not gonna be buying these prompts anymore. So this whole category is shrinking pretty fast. I'm gonna have to put prompt packs in B tier. Oh, next we have AI newsletters. This is where you build an email list of people interested in a specific subject, and then you use AI to send them emails with affiliate links and sponsorships. One newsletter was actually sold for $75 million. The problem is that newsletters were kind of overdone even before AI, and now that there is AI, the barrier to entry is so much lower. There's so much spam out there. To make any real money, you're gonna need tens of thousands of subscribers, which isn't unrealistic. It's definitely possible. It just takes a lot of time. So newsletters get C tier from me. The next one I want to cover is AI niche communities. This is where you build a paid community on platforms like School, VOP, and similar, and you teach specific AI skills. For example, this community here teaches people how to create videos with AI. So it's specific to video content. They're charging $9 a month and they have 19,000 members. Now that may look impressive, like $153,000 a month is pretty decent, but I found this clip from recent school recording, and the person that runs that community, this guy over here, well, he actually said that they're spending $100,000 a month on ads. But yeah, 50K is probably profit, so that's not bad. From personal experience, I know that communities can be very lucrative. So for me, communities are A tier if you have an audience or real edge in your niche, or B tier if you're starting from absolute zero. Now, if you want to see what's, in my opinion, the best one-person business model right now, you can watch this absolutely free step-by-step guide that I made recently on this YouTube channel. You can click here to watch it, and I will see you there.